Twice yearly, IT professionals gather in New York and Las Vegas to attend Interop, the industry's premier infrastructure technology conference. As a networking show, InteropNET has been the backbone of Interop, supplying some 13,000 attendees and 300 exhibitors with a reliable, high-speed network connection. Responsible for maintaining this 28-year reputation, UBM tech managers, Interop vendors, and volunteers gather at the Hot Stage facility in Brisbane, California to build this system from the ground up.
It originally started as essentially a plug fest for vendor interoperability. Over the years, it's developed into a platform that exhibitors and attendees will access and interact with as part of their user experience at the Interop event.
It's important for us to have everything tested and ready to go here in this facility. We'll shut it all down in another day or two, load it on trucks, and they'll drive it over to Vegas.
We basically want to be able to open up the back of those trucks, pull out our gear, roll it out on the floor, connect the fiber together, and you have a large production-ready network.
And then on site, attendees can actually do InteropNET tours or visit the classroom. So a lot of the learnings that come out of the hot stage process, the engineers put together classes so that we share that knowledge with the rest of the community.
The team hosts a number of classes throughout the week of Interop, as well as provide tours of the NOC facility. Knowledge sharing at this stage is key also, as hot staging can be rife with challenges.
One of the challenges that we always have is the logistics of it, because most enterprise networks have a life cycle that's calculated in years. The InteropNET's life cycle is calculated in days. So that's one of the challenges, is how do you build a network that is basically highly mobile, that you can put in quickly, troubleshoot quickly. That's another big challenge for the InteropNET, is we don't have days or weeks to solve problems. We have to solve problems in minutes because we have those clients coming online.
Because it's not just, oh, did you bring a laptop in? You probably have a smartphone too. And well, how many of those are there going to be? And from our perspective, or at least from my perspective and people like me, that's the part that's interesting. How would you put this together and make it work in this environment?
And it's not just meeting the demands of the users that pose challenges. In a multi-vendor environment such as this, interoperability is a main focus. It is Interop, after all.
Yeah, in a lot of cases we have competing vendors running side by side, but everybody has input into what we do and how we do it. And we do that because these guys are the experts in what they do and what their equipment can do and what it can't do and how it interacts with other systems.
The real heart of the Interop show is that we have multiple vendors with multiple kinds of equipment all working together to create a production network that supports the show itself.
And we're all taking our own piece of that knowledge and combining it together to provide this enterprise world-class network.
In fact, the opportunity to work in this environment with engineers of this caliber is often a reward in and of itself.
It's a really interesting environment to be part of, and very beneficial for pretty much every company and individual that's involved with this.
The experience of being around all the engineers from all the different vendors in one space allows for a lot of creativity. And the ability to sit next to an engineer that has an idea of how to build something new and interesting out allows us to kind of work and to create that overall solution.
It's nice to have an environment where we can push things to the limit, have a little bit of fun with it at the same time. If we break things, that's okay. We get it all back together as a team, really make it work and have some fun with it all at the same time.
The level of collaboration here is undeniable. Ultimately, though, it is the attendees and exhibitors that will dictate success.
The end customer pretty much deems whether we're successful or not by their experience, and quite often we get a lot of positive feedback.
And that's what our objective is almost to receive no feedback whatsoever, other than, hey, it was really fast, or we liked it. That to me is the greatest bar of success in the InteropNET.
For me personally, attendee experience is the biggest one. I want the attendees to come, to learn, to network with each other, to go back home and feel like they've made connections and are bringing back learnings to other people in their office.
We love talking about the network. We love answering questions. So if you find yourself on the show floor, come by. You can stop by. There's a little help desk out front and say hello. And we'd be happy to give you a tour or answer any questions we can.
and maybe they'll even learn something.